ready, cause this ain't funny. My name's Amy Z and I'm about to make money. Hi everybody, it's me again, Amy from the Zula Mercantile, and today is going to be a sorceress video. I went to a really fantastic sale. It was actually 5 siblings that were clearing out their parents' things, and they were having such a great time. They were very nice people. We had a lot of fun just bantering with them and hearing the stories about the different things that were in their house and what it was like growing up together. So it was a fun sale to go to, and I love sales like that. Also, their dad was a cabinet maker, so I found a lot of things that I've never sold before. A lot of things that are kind of my really favorite things to sell, just small stuff in boxes, never used, old stock kind of things. So what ended up happening was I spent $80 even, and I got 72 items. So that makes each item was $1.11. So that's a great deal, a really great deal. I'm going to show you a bunch of the stuff that I got. Don't worry, it's 77 items because a lot of the things were multiples of the same thing. So we're going to get started. I'm going to show you all this cool stuff, things that I had never seen before, things I'd never thought of selling before, and hopefully the same for you too. So maybe you can keep an eye out for some of this stuff. So starting right out, we have, look at this. This is the biggest, well, I can see, yeah. This is the biggest drill bit I've ever seen in my life. It's from Clee Forge. It is a 1 5/16 drill bit. I can't imagine even the drill that this goes to or what you would use it for, but people do. So this actually has sold recently for $45. So we're starting off really great. Again, remember, I only spent $80, and each item that I'm going to show you cost me at $1.11 each. Next up, we have a good old blast from the past here. This is a Boston KS, good old crank pencil sharpener that would either be mounted to the wall or to a desk. And this one is used, and this one recently sold for $25. And then to go along with that, I found a brand new in its old cool retro box there. It's a Barrel Giant pencil sharpener. And since this one is new, I do see a recent comp for one that sold for $40. So we've already made all of our money back. So all of this stuff is going to be, we are in the profit now after this. So next up, this unassuming box. Wasn't sure what it was. I opened it up. It gave me good memories. My grandparents used to use these. This is slide it down here. Let's see, we're going to go to the O's, push the button, and it's an address book. And it's totally blank, brand new. It's made by a company called Bates. It is metal. And these are currently going for $20 to $22. And it was just fun to see that again. Also, whoa, I almost dropped it. All right, next up is a brand new. I just love brand new stuff that people, we all do it. We buy stuff and we don't use it for our project, so it just ends up sitting there. This is a Lutron, which is a great brand of light switches. And this one here is a fluorescent dimmer switch, and I can probably get $30, $31 for this one. Okay. Oh yeah, this one was fun. This is from Hallmark. It does have its original box and some extra pages, but it's a good old photo album where you peel the page open and each page is sticky. And like I said, it even has the original instructions, and with a mountain scene on the front, which is so nice. This one, actually, a recent similar one just sold for $28. Okay, and then we love this find. Okay, I have 5 of these. These are really old. They're for an antique Singer sewing machine, and they are the drawer pulls off of it. Look, they even have the nuts for the screws on the back, so you can attach it easily. And these are brass. I have 5, and a pair of these recently did sell for $65. So I'm gonna shoot maybe 80, gosh, maybe even 100 for those, because like I said, I do have 5. They're in great shape. They even still have the nuts on them, so I'm really excited about those. Okay, oh, this one here. Who remembers this? Hello, hello. Look at this phone. Avocado green. It's in really great shape. That I threw right in my pile without question. It's from Eastern Electric, which you do want to take note of the model and maker on these old phones. It is right on the bottom, nice and easy for you. This one's Western Electric, and I can probably get $40 for that green phone. Okay, these were probably the least profitable, but I can never resist a sealed puzzle. And this is the Photo Mosaics Starry Night. This puzzle here, let's see, I can probably get $25 for this one, so not too bad. Then there's this other one here. It caught my eye because it is glow in the dark. And this one is, oh, I had it sideways. It's the Fortress of Dragons, glow in the dark puzzle. These looks like recently have sold for 16. And then I did get a third puzzle too that I can't find any information about it. So I'm gonna work on that one, but probably in the same range, 15 to 20. Not bad for $1.11 each. Okay, and then next up, again, tiny boxes of unused things. You can see it says Schlag there, so that caught my eye. This is a vintage, look at it there. This is a brass cabinet lock, and there's a bunch of keys in there too, and I did check, the keys do work for it, which is very helpful. It's brand new, never been used, and one recently similar to this style did sell for $35. All right, next up here, let's see. Okay. This is where we get into the multiple stuff and something that I have never ever sold. I've never thought about selling. But like I said, he was a cabinet maker. And so there were just cases of this sun gold sanding belts. Each box is a pack of 10. Gosh, I want to take them out. See, sanding belts. Golly. So I got 15 boxes of the 60 grit, and I got 12 boxes of 80 grit, so that gave me 27 boxes. It does look like these sell for 17 to 20 per box. So let's say if we calculated at $18 a box for the 27 boxes, that's $486 right there. So I couldn't resist. I had to give those a try, and hopefully they'll do well for me. There was also, can't even fit it in the screen. It's a really tall box of sanding sheets that are varying brands, varying grit, and I need to do my research on those. So that also will be added into my profits that I don't have numbers for today, but I'm the sanding paper queen now all of a sudden, I guess. So this box here is a sealed brand new box from 3M. We all recognize that. This one is, they're sanding discs, 12-inch sanding discs. And a box just like this, sealed, brand new, just recently sold for $75. So of course I had to pick that up. And I have some more discs here. These are a different brand. They don't really even, the branding on the box isn't great. Norton sanding discs, again, 12-inch. This box is not full, but recently a full box did sell for $75. So I will go for less than that. We'll see, I'll figure it out. Yes. And then a sad thing happened. We had our pile all together, and there was a box like this, except for it was 3M sanding belts, and it was the only sanding belts that were made by 3M, and it was right on top, and that one I could actually get like $25 for. And would you believe that when we were loading the car, somebody snatched that box of the 3M belts? So I'm letting that go. I'm not going to worry about it too much, but it was just a bummer because when I got home and I was checking out everything I got, I said, hey, where's that 3M box? I don't know, it's not here. So disappointing, but I am fine with everything I got. So let's move along. Let's get out of the sanding world. These I found in the basement of this house. Good old, looks like school wall clocks. These were actually a fundraising effort from the Chicago Institute for the Blind back in the 70s. The clocks were made in the USA. A recent one that sold, it wasn't Chicago school, it was another school, but did sell for $50. And these are brand new, and I have 2 of those. So let's say maybe I can get $100 for both of those clocks. Sounds good to me. Okay, next up, this. See, this is something I normally wouldn't think of, but whenever I see something that's brand new in its package, still sealed, I will either scan the barcode on the back into eBay, or you can just type it in. It is nice when the barcode works, but a lot of times it just doesn't for me. So I typed all of the information in. What this is a thermostat for an under the tile floor heating system, like let's say if you were retrofitting that into your house. So it's by Sunstat, it says Sun Touch on it. And this brand new, recently just sold for $125. So yes, of course I'm gonna pick that up. And then right next to it was the actual floor mat. And I think I can probably get $70 for that. So, or I could retrofit that into my bathroom, I guess. But I think I'm just going to sell it, yes. And next up, this here, again, something you would never think of. You see it says Fletcher there. And so since it had all the information on the front, I went ahead and looked it up and pleasantly surprised that this little jib jab here, what do you think this is? Once I looked it up, I did learn that this is a vintage, it's a glass window glazing gun. You know, those little metal points that hold the glass into next to the wood. So that's what this does. Let's see here. This recently sold $260. So please don't overlook, just because maybe it's an older looking box, it's an older looking tool, they made things well. This is a straightforward thing where it just pushes that little glazing point right into where you need it for making your window. So totally excited about this guy here. $260 this might get me. So yay, glass glazing, who knew? Now I know. All right, so now this next, I have been looking for these in my whole reselling career, and I did find a pair of gold ones at one point, but they were broken and just terrible, and the people wanted $20 for them. I found in the basement with the Christmas stuff, red lucite fleck candles. You can see here that the it's not a wick, it's just a gold little piece of string. These are not meant to be burned. They're for, it says right here, decorative purposes only, made in the USA. These were really big, mid-century, and I found 4 of them in pristine condition, and I just couldn't believe it. I was kind of almost yelling to my husband, come see what I found. But I got 4 of these, and just recently a pair of them did sell for $50. So I might have $100 just in these candles alone. I just can't even get over. I'll probably never find any again at that kind of a deal. You do want to make sure, well, gosh, even you can see in the comp picture, wherever it is, that one of those was missing a wick, and they still sold for $50. So keep your eye out for the lucite candles. If you can get them for a steal, get them. Those are good. Those are good. Okay, and then the last thing we're going to talk about. In the past, I've sold vintage unused pencils before. And so when I saw this giant box, I'm only going to tilt it a little, there's a huge amount of pencils in here. I would say there's over 100 pencils, brand new, still in their sleeve. These are actually kind of special pencils. They're by a brand called Skillcraft. It's a bonded number 3 medium hard pencil, and these were used for drafting. They're also great for drawing. I mean, all kinds of uses. It's just a little bit softer of a lead, so it can be smudged. It can be rubbed off easily. And I have over 100 of those pencils. And it looks like a lot of 18 of them recently sold for $20. So I'm going to do just fine on the pencil front. These even, the yellow ones, they're actually the same brand. They're just yellow, I guess, for your preferences. I did also get this box of pencils that I haven't quite figured out yet. So I'll do some more research on those. These, I have 5 packages of these. These are pedigree drawing pencils, really nice. Again, unused, still sealed. And these, looks like a set of 8 recently sold for $15. And I have 10 pencils total, so I can count on that. And then snuck in here too, what's this fun, I figured it was another box of pencils, but it's a red line magnifier. So when you're reading the newspaper, you can just set this little piece of acrylic on there and it magnifies as you go down. So that was just a nice little bonus to have in the box there. It was kind of fun. So that is, well, it's not everything that I got, because there were some more other small things that I just haven't had time to research yet, things that I am excited about. So I'm going to give you a total potential profit for everything that I did show you in this group today Again, I spent $80, and the potential profit when I add up all those numbers that I gave you, and then if it was like a range, I did go to the low side of that. But it looks like I have the potential of a $1,743 profit from all, well, no, we got to take out that $80. So that puts me back at, let's do some math. I don't know, $1,660. Forgive my math. It's Monday morning. But either way, it's a great score. And again, like I said, I had a great time. The people were just so nice, and they were so grateful to us for taking away all the stuff, especially all that sanding paper that was just taking up a huge corner in the garage that they just weren't sure what to do with. So I hope you find a sale like this sometime soon so you can get a huge amount of things to sell. Again, I had a great time, and I'm glad I was able to share it with you. Let me know down in the comments which one was your favorite find, and I am going to see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great week.